Valve and Gabe Newell.
Oh,
Oh, we're not live yet. It's still 7:40.
what? No. Fuck you. You can't do that. You
Oh,
can't.
no, it's live. We're live now.
We're live
It
now.
worked.
I've upgraded my thing from yesterday in that now there shouldn't be a big window on the side I have to keep looking to, and it actually should be bound to my wrist. But it's invisible to the viewers, so I can look at the chat and they'll never know. Well, they will, because I'll do this.
This is a very interesting silent film I'm watching.
What?
There's a man looking at multiple TVs, and one of them says Meat Fortress. I think that's a gay porn.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hello. Hello? Hello.
Oh, you want me to tune in?
Can you hear me? Can people hear me, or is Spicy just memeing me by saying this is silent?
I said it was silent because I turned the volume
Oh,
off.
yeah,
So I
that
don't
makes
wanna hear
sense.
myself.
Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. No, I can't hear you. Fuck you. Hello, Slugology.
So do you just have these people like in your vision? Like,
Yeah, I do.
you see
Right
the
now, I'm
chat?
looking.
Oh,
Right
that
now,
is
I'm
horrible.
actually looking at the chat. I just have to hold my wrist out like an extreme angle. I could have moved it better, but I could have placed it better. But every other time I was placing it, it would come up when my hands were like this, and I was like, I'll just do this. I'll just do it. So I have to hug myself to see the chat, which you have to. Well, I can see you say chat sucks, and I can. Wait, the chat can see the chat, so. What am I telling you that for?
Holy shit! It's Saul Myers.
It's time for me to embarrass myself. It's Saul Myers?
Yeah, you're Saul Myers.
Oh.
You told me last week, Spicy, I'm going to make a review on Driver 3. And I said, Snake, that's an awesome idea. You should totally do that.
Looking down at myself. Hugging myself to see the chat.
Snake, consume the wiener.
I got
in
this-
order to go into combat mode.
I got this program called Desktop Portal, and last time I say up, hello Chariot Rider. Last time I say it up, I did it pretty awkwardly. I just had a big window off to my left, and I'd occasionally like lean in and just stare judgmentally. But now it's invisible, and I have to pull up my wrist.
Oh. VR is weird.
Oh, W-Man introduced me to this this tech. Oh, I'm very awkward.
Hang on, I'm
Off
gonna
to a
do
flying
something real
start.
quick because I think my internet is actually just dying. So I'm going to set us in.
Oh God.
Oh God, where's UK at? Are you just Europe technically?
Yeah. We are just Europe.
Okay.
Brexit
that
has
fixes
not
everything.
added more. Oh, that's weird. That is weird. Left-handed people love this revolver.
Hang on, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect.
Okie dokie. So how everyone's just try and navigate. I've seen Jedi Toby one, but he's like way more coordinated than me.
All right. I don't know. You keep cutting out. I think it's something on my end. Because I was having problems with Discord earlier.
London, yeah, I'm in North London. We are locked down now, which well, working from home doesn't change
London has
much.
fallen.
It has fallen. Okay.
London is under siege, under lockdown.
Spicy, are you seeing this? You seeing this crazy bullshit? I've
Yeah,
actually
no,
seen this revolver before.
I see this cursed like R8 left-hand mode. What the fuck
It's
is this?
this is awful with index controllers.
Dude, that is a classic CS gun right there. It's mirrored to be in the left hand.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Under siege,
Yeah.
under lockdown.
Is that a reference? Is that a Counter-Strike reference?
That a motherfucking Counter-Strike reference. They should just make
Dude,
in an
door's
update just
stuck.
left guns. Let's get this. I hope I get a correct.
Guns.
Yes. I mean, I like the axe, but I like the crowbar more. Yeah.
Hello everyone. Today on
Today, I'm gonna.
I will be reviewing Half-Life Alyx, but due to the economy, we're going to be reviewing it in H3.
You know, I've been playing Half-Life Alyx. It's very good. It has been very. I've only played 2 hours and going through it quite slowly. I am savoring
guys,
it.
I'm gonna spoil Half-Life Alyx.
No.
It takes place in the Half-Life universe, and
Oh,
you play as
shit.
Alex, and there's guns in it.
Wait, you mean the Alex Vance?
Dude, I'm talking about the Alex Vance.
She's back.
Yes. She's back. In 19. She's legal, boys.
Oh my god, spicy. No, not this joke. Not this early in the stream.
How long until it turns into a... Wait, can we make fun of Digibro on here?
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Hell
But
yeah,
he
play
wouldn't wait
Digibro.
for 19, so you know. Hello.
He starts at the count
I am
of
good
4.
today. I edited the intro to the Yakuza 4 video today, so that's out the way. I'm hoping the next sections are a bit breezier. I'm happy with some of the edits I'd done though. I probably took a bit too long on some of them. I got a bit into a few match cuts that were probably needless. So this is my chill out. Blowing off some steam.
Blowing off some steam. Little do we know that Snake is actually controlling an experimental drone that is clearing out the chav ghettos right now.
Oh yeah, I'm operating the first generation of actual man hacks. I'm doing my government service. Stay at home, save lives, kill chavs. Operate the man hacks.
Snaker and Philip are gonna be in the top of the leaderboards for two Brits that have murdered the most people.
I would enjoy this chav killing job, but it's not paid by the hour, it's paid by the supply, so it's like 5p for every chav I kill. So far I've worked up a tenner.
You see in the account, toilet paper added, Charmin Ultra Soft, 3
see-
sheets.
The thing about this is, this video game has taken on a new meaning, because this is actually just me preparing to go to Morrison's in a few days.
Oh man,
just
Emily,
getting-
you're making me want to buy Alex now.
I'm just getting ready.
Let me get one thing straight. I ain't
Um,
100% gay, but I'd fucking make out with Gordon Freeman. He's like, cool, bro.
holy shit, this is a good start. This is a good ass start. Let's move this over here.
Are you talking about my admitting to? Make out with
That's
Gordon
neither
Freeman?
here nor there. I'm talking about this gun.
Oh, cool. Hey, somebody did ask a question.
About
Yeah,
validating
still
it in the
gonna-
industry.
Oh no. He's asking if you're still gonna review Yick.
I probably will, yeah. Yakuza 4 has taken way, way longer than I wanted or anticipated. It ran away from me. I also forgot to take the sights. Let's go back for that as I go off the rails.
Oh hey, Writing on Games is here. Oh,
Hello,
man,
Writing on
why did
Games.
I admit...
Sorry, you're a degenerate in the YouTube community now. You may as well have been straight with it from the start. As for whether I can't say whether or not we validate. I mean, in the industry, I couldn't say. I've liked VR for long enough. I'm glad we got a game that's getting that much recognition, being that big,
Yeah.
being that out
Well,
there.
I think. Well, the thing.
I
is,
don't need
think it's
sights
gonna
for this
sell
gun.
well,
It's a spray
especially
gun.
right now, right? Because the thing is that Half-Life Alyx released at the perfect time. Like everybody is stuck at home and they want to do physical activity. Why not buy VR at this point?
Please give me Yakuza Simon. Oh my god.
And the thing is, right, is that like there's a bill that's trying to be passed like stateside so that everybody gets $1,000 check. I wonder. I know, despite all the circumstances, if that might give VR like another push. I don't know. It's like we're living in really weird, kind of interesting times. I'm expecting like stuff like online ordering to become even bigger than it already is, due to just the supply and demand that like is trying to be met right now.
Favorite gun in H3VR? It's hard to pick. Depends on the situation. There's this revolver shotgun. You can flick it out, you get 5 shots. I'm really bad with it, but, you know, it's cool as hell.
Yeah, like the social distancing feels like a good pitch for VR chat.
Oh yeah. Played VR chat for the first time the other day. It was weird. Oh god, I hate this room.
So did you try this up as a kid animator?
For like 5 minutes. Wasn't really my thing, it turns out.
So you dressed up as Snake, right?
No, I was an alien from Area 51.
Oh, nice.
If you were on that server where people sleep together, that was me, the alien. And then I was a gorilla with a shotgun.
What were you doing in the internet, brothel snake?
Oh no, it was actually genuinely people go- I explained this last stream, so I'm not sure if I should repeat the story, but it just was genuinely a stream where people go to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
They just take naps together with their VR headsets on?
Static encryption detected.
That's like I've never heard of that before. That's new.
I guess it makes sense. Wow, that was a whiff.
Hey Snake, I have a question. Do you think with
I can shoot, damn it.
Do you think with sleepy hotels, people in the West are finally gonna understand hostess clubs?
I think they're gonna be made to real soon. I can't aim worth a damn, so that's why I just run into things and shoot a lot. You better look, I hear things aren't very good for aliens in post-Brexit UK. Oh yeah, it's 2 rounds. Whoop. I shouldn't look at chat right now.
4 is most like a dragon. Oh, that one's easy. I know that one. It's yeah, Kiryu, I think, right?
He's a bit like a dragon, but you see, there's a bit of trivia for you. In Japan, this is going to come up in the video. In Japan, Yakuza 4, yeah, it's got a subtitle which translates to "Successor of the Legend." The legend is Kiryu, and there's people succeeding him. And a lot of references made to someone succeeding.
It's a
Kiryu.
real shame that they made 3 more games about Kiryu then.
Yeah, I kind of talk about that in the videos. Like, a lot of... Well, I'll just go into it. Like, I'm not going to say any, solid spoilers. A lot of near the end of Yakuza 4, it really just feels like... Yakuza 4 feels like we could have ended the series here. And, obviously they didn't. And I don't mind that they didn't. But there's a lot of stuff that just happens near the end of Yakuza 4 that feels like it's happening in case there isn't another game.
Because I just realized that like 7 is out and it does have a new protagonist. What I meant by 3 more games is I'm counting Yakuza 0 as one of those 3.
Yeah, I've got a thing is like there are...
Even though that's Kiryu in his prime.
There are
several... Is Yakuza 0 actually Kiryu in his prime? Because it feels more like Kiryu learning.
His physical... He's 21, so... What is the physical prime? It's like... It's around 20s. It's about mid-20s. Yeah. But, I mean... A bit more brash, a bit less mature.
Yeah. And I'm still a bit basic when it comes to Yakuza. I've still only played 0, and I'm still going through the real estate stuff.
I am not in... Speaking of just being in primes, I am not in my prime right now.
Dude, nice bayonet.
Ooh, I could get a bayonet. I have bad luck with the bayonets in this. Nishi is more...
Physical prime is 20, mine
he's a
is
cop.
25. Fascinating.
He's a cop, you know? Let's get the bayonet for funsies.
In your personal opinion, what is the best Yakuza?
A good Yakuza, best Yakuza, is an honorable Yakuza who does what's right. And, lies and sends people...
No, video game. Video game wise Kiryu.
I mean,
Kiryu is a...
He's a really...
latest game.
He is 50. But, if you think about it, Kiryu's a really bad Yakuza. He's a really good bloke, but a really bad Yakuza. That's kind of his downfall. Let's try and...
Yeah, he's very bad at his job of being a criminal.
Yeah, I have real trouble with the bayonet. It just... Like, you gotta jab it with them, but the weapon, like, they have no heft, essentially. Like, maybe I two-hand it, I don't know. And just jab. Go for a jab with it.
The new Yakuza looks fun, though.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I can't wait to play it. Has it been confirmed to come to PC?
Goku's in his early 50s. I haven't heard anything like that.
Nah, damn.
If this had a laser sight, I could turn this into something nifty. Let's try to get rid of this.
Hey, Snake, why aren't you doing your operator shit you usually do?
Operator shit. If I had a pistol and a
Yeah.
knife, then I could do some of that.
Yeah,
we'll see what
yeah,
happens
where
next
you're
round.
Like, where you're like stabbing hot dogs and you're like putting the gun against them like it's fucking. Oh my god, you got $1,000.
Yep. I mean, the real
I gotta turn on
problem.
the audio just to hear the ping.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you the ping. Everyone deserves the ping.
Ping me.
All right. Spray. Well, I whiffed the gun a bunch there, but luckily once you get one and remember to turn the safety off, you're pretty good. You are covering... I bring up Dead Souls. Because I'm a bit iffy on if and when I'll do Dead Souls. I played the first chapter of it recently for the first time in years, and it was interesting. This run has not gone terribly well on the gameplay front so far.
I think my favorite part about Yakuza is the fact that they acknowledge Dead Souls happened.
Like I fucked that every which way. Let's start again.
Die.
I died. Let's start
you
again.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, you know, like how most companies would make a mistake like Dead Souls and never talk about it? I love how Yakuza gives, like, every chance during Zero, anytime zombies show up, it's like, man, thank God I'm never gonna have to fight zombies again.
Thank God that experiment failed. Making jokes about the game that killed it in the West for a few years.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, this is another gun I'm bad with.
Gun videos.
Boring gameplay, good story. It's very, very strange because Dead Souls has a fascinating story in the sense that... Okay, so, yeah, because I may or may not. My central thoughts from, like, what I had replayed and going over a bit, and these are very early thoughts, was... It's so weird how they're trying to juggle between being... Okay, here's the Yakuza game you would get in the mainline entries, and here is wacky, like, fun. This is for the newcomers, like, zombie fun times.
Gun.
Thought he wasn't dead yet.
Nice whiff. Nice.
Nice. I mean,
Oh, man.
I can't do
You know
operator
what,
shit with a screwdriver. I mean,
Yeah,
I
you can.
could, but...
I mean, you gotta go for the eyes, but the problem is that they don't have eyes.
How are they shooting me without eyes? Okay, let's get a pistol just so I can do some operator shit. Nice.
Yeah. I hope you get something good.
I got something okay.
Nice fucking pearl grip.
Alright.
Wait, is that a pearl grip? I can't tell. It looks like it's made out of wood.
I think it's plastic that's just, you know, tacky as shit.
Oh, dude, I have seen 1911s in gun shows that look exactly like that. The only thing that's missing is the fucking Punisher skull.
Please don't. That is my favorite. Actually, that is a good thing.
Oh.
Get to the Top is probably the best thing we got from Dead Souls. And the real tragedy is no one remembers Box Helios 2 Turbo, which is like the thing I'm gonna mention. Wow, that was it's a little bit janky, that. Alright.
Get him.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Oh, he ducked it! That has no stabbing power.
Do you think this game will ever get big enough to have a collab with Wiener Schnitzel?
Maybe.
I was just thinking about that. I'm sorry.
Do you think it's might be too violent for the brand? I think it's gonna be the next big Yakuza crossover.
I'm pretty
Maybe
sure...
Wiener Schnitzel.
Maybe Wiener Schnitzel. I'm pretty sure that, like, one of Wiener Schnitzel's, like, longest running ad campaigns was literally to catch a wiener. So, maybe we caught him, boys.
Oh. Okay, let's get them around here then. And I'm gonna try and actually get a stab off with this, even though it's a really foolhardy idea. Oh, maybe I should focus on actually doing the objective, though.
Oh, man.
There's that last one. Oh. Hmm. Yeah.
Did you just wreck the slide with the fucking screwdriver?
Well, it's a tool, isn't it?
Is that how you fix jams?
Yeah. That's why you keep your screwdrivers for battlefield maintenance, right?
Oh my god.
Look, in that absolute shit show that was the performance I put in that round, racking the slide with a screwdriver was tragically the coolest thing I did do.
I was like googling some stuff, and I come back and I see chink with the screwdriver.
Yeah. Actually, you see, the reflex sight is giving me some favors. It gives me more room to actually.
Okay, yeah, I can see how you can do that now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, a Yakuza FF14 crossover. I actually can see that. I could see that, dude. I would want Majima's suit.
All right, let's do this with my good hand.
I don't got nothing else. I just want Majima's suit.
Let's get Majima. Let's get a crossover with Nier and get Majima in a 2B outfit, and you know. Oh.
I'd buy that for $1.
Alright, they're gonna be in here. They're gonna be in here, and I'm gonna. Oh, Jesus!
Well, I mean, Dragon Quest is a Squaresoft game.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think I can stab with this.
Now?
Override token found.
Nope. I thought Dragon Quest was owned by Square Enix. I'm sorry, I said Squaresoft. Squaresoft was before they turned into Enix. I'm dumb.
They did go and get the rights. I think, like, the mistake could be made because they did actually have to go and get the rights to mention Dragon Quest explicitly in 7 because Ichiban's a big fan. He's a big fucking nerd.
It's literally Dragon Quest is literally a plot point in 7.
Ad subs contain current YouTube bots. What would you do with them? Basically, go chuck them in the. What YouTube bots like? I mean, I wouldn't want that responsibility. It would be fun to fuck the ecosystem, but I'd probably actually take out a few people who don't have it coming in the process.
Wait, DQ? When he said when Above said DQ, I was thinking he meant Dairy Queen. I was like, wait, what? When? Yeah, no, I remember the one sub quest because I got lucky with the $1 million yin dream machine. I got the golden rifle out of it, so I shot that little shit with the shotgun.
Oh no! All right, let's maybe give up on the screwdriver. Fuck it. No, never give up on the screwdriver.
I'm pretty sure I saw the video of that on my channel. He's just a boy.
Oh god. Okay.
Hey, Snake. When are we gonna call these streams hot dogging?
Oh, shut up. This is a family-friendly stream, despite what... Rack!
This is a family-friendly stream. Fuck!
Look, in these trying times, the word fuck is about as family-friendly as it can get. Wow, I'm gonna need to,
Hot dogging with Snake.
beating the meat.
That's worse than mine. You can't even say. You can't even, like...
Is it? Is it?
Well, yeah! One's hot dogging, the other one's beating meat.
Analyzing system.
Thank you very much, Mr. Breaking Bones. Any games you want to do vids on but can't for some reason? I don't know, actually. There's, like... Generally, if I want to do, a video on a game, I'll do it. I can't think of anything that's been like, oh, I can't do that. Like, the biggest video I had so far is there's something on PC98 I want to touch on. I don't know anything about PC98 emulation, though I could probably work it out. Oh.
Static encryption detected.
So when Corona's finally over, I'm gonna fly to the UK and we're gonna play Driver 3 together.
Okay. If you can get that fucking... If you can get it working. Actually, Driver 3... Every time I make a list that's like, I should review these games, I put that text folder somewhere and forget about it because I'm just very generally spur of the moment. I have ideas and generally, if I don't need a list to remember the idea, I'll make it at some point. If it's just, oh, I want to make that and it sticks in my head well enough, you know?
For that alone, Corona must never end. Honestly, I think a video on Driver 3 would be... Well, actually, no, fuck Driver 3. Parallel Lines would be more interesting.
Yeah, Driver 3 has had eyes on it. It's one of the big flops. And I did actually play it a fair bit as a kid for the replay mode. So I do have some... Oh.
Yeah, no, because like I played Driver 3 a lot as a kid because I wasn't allowed to play Grand Theft Auto.
But that was okay. Oh my god. Not having
Well,
great
yeah, 'cause
runs
there
today.
was no
What are
swearing in
these?
Driver 3, and you played as a cop.
I swear I can do okay. I just can't do
Oh.
okay today, it seems.
Yeah, Snake, have you actually played Doom Eternal? I actually don't know.
I have played Doom Eternal.
Oh, have you
Ah,
beaten it yet?
Big knife. No, I haven't. I'm
Oh,
playing
how far are
forever. I'm not sure. Fuck. Where was I? I did the stage where you climb on all the giant shit and put batteries in them. Like the first
Shit.
one of those. I'm sorry, my memory is like shot. It's basically all been editing
I'm
and like.
I'm trying
first-
to remember what level is. Wait. Giant battery.
You're on. No, wait. It was beyond that. That's like first stage. I've like
I was
forgotten
gonna say,
everything
I'm
I've
pretty
done.
Sure, I'm pretty sure the batteries is like your hub, because it's like how you unlock.
No,
like,
no. You're
extras.
putting them in Titans, and they're shooting walls and shit.
That's the second level, Snake. You haven't gotten far at all.
Yeah. You see, I've kind of been doing like a lot of other things.
Yeah, that is true. You've actually been working on videos like me.
Well, right now I'm not really working. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the safety off. Didn't help
I'm
him.
no rookie. I'm a 10-year vet.
Where's the safety on?
To Snaker, more like the Johnny
It's fine.
Uh,
You never, ever, ever need the safety on or off to hit things with a shotgun. You just need to do that.
You want to know how bad Metal Gear Solid 4 was for me?
How bad?
Token found.
Well, since I didn't know the rest of the continuity and Metal Gear 4 was the only game I played, I genuinely thought by the end of the game, with how Johnny suddenly became a badass with his fucking sniper rifle, I genuinely, as a young lad of like 2008, I was
Ooh.
like 10 or 11, right?
Yeah.
I never played the rest of the games. I didn't know he was comedic relief. I thought he was a character unique to that game. So I thought the idea of Johnny in Metal Gear Solid 4 was that he was supposed to be the next generation, that he was a clown to kind of like... He was like one of those characters like, oh, you wouldn't expect him to be the badass. And then it just turns out that no, Kojima just doesn't know how to write.
He knows how to write. He just didn't know how to
He
write
knows how
Johnny.
He just didn't know how to write Metal Gear Solid 4 because he didn't want to make it.
The original ending of Metal Gear Solid 4 where, you know, Snake and Otacon turn themselves in and get executed.
Executed.
It's the
I
one
think that was
time he
Kojima
backed
trying
down.
Yeah, well, it was the one time he backed down because I'm pretty sure he was writing it from the place of, I never want to make another Metal Gear game again, just kill them. Let me leave.
No, we still got Vic Boss.
Interfacing with system.
What was I thinking of? There was like something that was in chat I had meant to respond to.
Analyzing system.
Saboteur was interesting. Oh. Tried to go for the execution, but his fucking sausage, the bottom of the sausage, blocked the cool moment.
Okay, so here's the thing about MGS4. I will say this. I understood what was happening in the game. Like,
Oh, how'd I
the
get
only
the name
parts that
Snake
were absolutely confusing were the parts that had to do with Metal Gear Solid 2, because it was really vague, right? Because it was Metal Gear Solid 2. It was like postmodern and weird, and it wasn't supposed to be followed up on. So like Metal Gear Solid 3, understood all that was happening. I understood Metal Gear Solid 1. There was a bad man, he had a robot, he's trying to take over the nanomachine so he can take over the world because everybody uses a centralized system. I understood that. What I didn't understand was Raiden's entire deal. I'm like, oh cool, a robot ninja. Why is he
Yeah.
so upset?
Metal Gear Solid 4 is a bad place to walk into the franchise because it's you're walking in after the weirdest fucking game, and and none of it is self-explanatory. Well, a lot of it is in vague strokes. Also, how I got the name.
Long after MGS4 that like the HD collection came out, or at least from what I remember, and then I played Metal Gear Solid 3, and I am a massive fan of Metal Gear Solid 3. I love 3. 3's the best game.
Also, someone asked earlier on why my username is TheSnaker. I was 12 is like part 1 answer to that. I was a
No, you fool. I did play it when I was 10.
I was a big fan of, obviously, Metal Gear Solid, and also Pure Ownage, which no one remembers nowadays. That's another thing that has been, like, I want to make a video on Pure Ownage. It's this weird fucking time capsule of a fucking series, because the culture feels so fucking alien now, because it was, like, a gaming
Pure
sitcom.
Ownage or Pure Ponage?
PWN, but it's pronounced Ownage.
Ponage.
It's pronounced
Okay.
Ownage. What do you think
I
of
just
it?
looked it up. It's a Canadian show.
Have I taken inspiration from other channels? I don't want to say outright no, because, like, I recommended a few on Twitter earlier on. I've been watching them for years, and, like, I've been doing this shit since 2012. So, I've just kind of changed. I think I took most of my inspiration, like, really early on from, stand-up comedians that I liked, but then it just gradually morphed into just...
Doug Walker isn't a stand-up comedian. I'm sorry, I'll quit being an asshole.
Alright, where's Spicy in this virtual world? I'm coming for him. It's a
Hey, somebody just kicked down my door. What the fuck? Oh no!
You should be happy. Be happy that the UK is on lockdown.
Hello,
I was wondering what that
it's me.
screaming was. Oh, there's foxes outside fighting. If anyone can hear screaming, it's because there's foxes on the goddamn street.
Because I'm a foxhound, snakerer, Metal Gear. I get it.
I thought you first took your inspiration. Noonum yelled at me to make that first video. It doesn't mean I took inspiration from him. There's a handful of other review channels as well. So I got, and in my last year's like update video, I recommended a few more. I do occasionally, just when I'm kind of, I'm not sure if I'd put it as inspiration, but I do listen to.
Me to call Snake the Doug Walker of video games. That's just mean.
Well, it's mean, but cruel, but true. You know.
Wouldn't AVGN be more accurate? But he's good.
None of us can fly. You know, too close to that, son. I also just accidentally hit my gun on one of these.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Who's a reviewer that has really unfunny skits that go on forever, aside from me?
Doug Walker.
Well, no, because Doug Walker doesn't review video games.
I can't think of anyone anymore who I watch who does that. Like I think most people just kind of
Joe. Everybody just said Angry Joe.
I don't watch Angry Joe, so yeah, I couldn't have really thrown out that answer.
Angry Joe in forever. Hey, no, Spoonie
I reload too much.
Was filming that.
He's filming the movie, guys. He's filming the movie.
he has a car crash in it.
No, that's fucking.
There's gonna be a part where Spoonie is dressed up as Sephiroth saying "assassinate him." It's just gonna cut to the dash cam footage.
That fucking pistol butt went way too well for my current string of luck.
Doug Walker, since I am a Doug historian, a Doug historian as we like to call ourselves.
In the community.
AVGN was like they had like a fake rivalry. So
I remember the fake rivalry. It started off.
So
that was in the innocent times.
Basically, Doug Walker reviewed Bebe's Kids, and then he reviewed the cartoon Bebe's Kids, and then later he's like, okay, I can actually review video games. So he did Bart's Nightmare, and it's one of his most infamous videos.
Retsupre did a thing on it back in the day. That's how old shit we're talking. Whoops. Well, I unloaded one shot. Time to reload. What's funny about that whole rivalry as well is like the challenge was, and you got to review a movie, which is just throwing that to James Rolfe, who can actually do things. It was just easy as shit in the world. Just made a good fucking video.
All right. So the problem with fucking Bart's Nightmares.
Oh god. Wow, that went to pot quickly.
Video.
I'm playing like garbage.
Here's what you gotta. Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing about the Bart's Nightmare Nostalgia Critic video is that it's really fucking boring because he tries to review it like every single AVGN knockoff ever. Like they just like, man, this game's bullshit. And it's just like they're just standing still while they rant, and it's very cringe-inducing and awful.
The thing about with Doug is that he's just fucking proto-Cinema Sins, but like he at least does have some fucking claim to parody. But then you watch him just be himself, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. So what was I gonna say?
I'm never gonna use
I was
those
gonna say
shells.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
Yeah, I could do
I was trying to
this.
think, is there like anybody decent on that guy with the glasses aside from the guy you like? Don't you like a guy on there? He
Wh-
writes really good. He's like a teacher.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Okay, never mind. It's not you. It might be fuck.
I didn't know there was anyone left on there besides
It SF
besides
debris. Is it
Duck.
above up? Was it you that was telling me about it?
SF debris. Swede. Not
No,
Swede, but
it's like
Swede.
a yeah. It's like a guy who does.
LG.
Yeah, he's a teacher. Yeah, it's above up that was telling me about this guy then.
Like, God, I think my subscriptions are open, so if you want to see people
Okay,
who I am
but-
sub to,
okay,
you can
hang on,
do
hang
that.
on,
And
wait,
like,
wait,
there's a
wait,
few.
Clashman. There's one problem with Todd in the Shadows and Lindsay Ellis though. They're not on the site. They don't count. Lindsay Ellis has distanced herself from the fucking that guy with the glasses scene so fucking hard. It's
Yeah.
great. And I haven't watched Todd in years, so I know he's away from bu- 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 Oh, Snake, that was mean.
I'm taking out my anger
Oh
on
my
these ones for those
God.
them bad runs.
What did he do?
I'm not saying this because like I'm playing badly, but I am playing badly. Like they have actually made this mode a bit more intense since my video. We haven't seen them yet because I haven't gotten fucking far enough. They brought back the shield enemies and they're super aggressive. I'm gonna save my money. It seems like if I start with an automatic, I can like save my fucking money on this. My favorite joke. When don't you play badly? When I can edit out all the bad playing.
Exactly. That's how we do it.
That's how we do it.
Yeah, no, there's still some people on Channel Awesome. It's not a lot though. I think what's his name is? Fuck. Cinema Snob? Is that the guy who reviews porn?
Oh yeah, I think he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there. I think mostly because he doesn't give a shit about anything.
Well, I give a shit when you're on that guy with the glasses gravy train.
All that money. But no, seriously though, I'm pretty sure they're still making money. Somehow. Because kids. Children.
Every Nostalgia Critic video will
I
be
mean-
someone's first Nostalgia Critic video.
The kid for the kid of the singer from Nine Inch Nails watches Doug. Like that was the whole reason that guy showed up there.
Static encryption detected.
The Nostalgia Critics The Wall had one good thing going for it. It was the fact that the Nine Inch Nail guy was literally doing it to spend time with his son. That's it. That's the only good that video has ever brought.
That makes
And
him the
weird
Hideo
animator guy.
Kojima. That makes him
No.
the Hideo Kojima.
Was it Nine Inch Nails? I can't remember. I don't think it was the Nine Inch Nails guy. No, fuck, it was Slipknot.
It's fine, you get used to embarrassing yourself on stream.
Slipknot. God damn it.
It's even Tujo is correcting you.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It makes him the Hideo Kojima because
Slipnail.
apparently Kojima did that with Solid Snake's VA and his dad. Because had his dad playing Big Boss and he brought the two together and they were estranged.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking weird ass gamble to fucking go that would work. That is a gamble that
Yeah.
looks good only if it works.
Well,
That is-
Kojima. Well, I mean, Kojima has like a lot of father issues, so I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sure he did it because fathers and sons shouldn't fight. So I'm pretty sure Kojima did it out of a really good place in his heart.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, I did actually mix up Trent and Corey. I'm sorry. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep right now, and I've been at work all day. Because grocery store cashiers are now known as emergency service workers. I have paperwork to get to work now. Because if the cops pull me over, I can get fucking fined for leaving my home. Oh.
How does it feel to be living in Death Stranding?
Dude, I can't believe Hideo Kojima plagued the entire world so he could develop his second Strand type game. We sold all the toilet paper, even though we have limits on it of like one per family. It's great.
Yep.
Is
Me
it really
do
proper
something.
to talk about Kurt Cobain when Snake is using a shotgun?
No, it's alright. I'm just gonna do something that's gonna annoy the chat. Oh. Yep. There we go. That's
Is
alright.
this loss?
I wish I could do loss with this amount of information.
The hate with the nostalgia critic is a lot of actual crimes that he's committed.
Yeah, as say the least, a lot has gone wrong.
To say the least, and to not ruin the entire mood of
Jesus.
the stream, nostalgia critic is cringy and all that because he's like a kids entertainer at this point.
He's also a
guess.
kind of, let's say,
But-
at best, Doug Walker could be described as a negligent man.
He's a negligent man.
At
He's also a
best.
fucking idiot. And at best, yes. The guy who runs that guy with the glasses is a con artist. Because it isn't Doug Walker. Doug Walker's just an idiot. The actual CEO is an actual con artist who does nothing. Well, the thing about
Let's
Movie
just
Bob
go
is
for
that
this.
you could quote anything.
This is a
Movie
bad
Bob
thing to go
says
for.
and attach the fucking laboratory from Alpha Centauri to it, and it'd sound like a quote from that game.
Analyzing system.
Alright, the Desert Eagle. It's not actually that helpful. I mean, it's got a good kick, but, well, problem is it's got a good kick. She's good for killing one thing at a time if I can land the
Mike
shot.
Machad, otherwise known as Motherfucker Mike, is a racist, anti-Semite, big-dicked man who made brown bricks, and that is a war crime.
Brown bricks is like the height of human achievement, or the height of his human achievement, and then El Loco Bandito is just, you know,
I'm gonna make a new video to Snakers playing It's No Masterpiece, and I'm just gonna cite this conversation about brown bricks.
me and Swede talked about brown
no,
bricks.
Mike Machad.
Yeah, hang on, yeah, something was wrong there.
I'm on.
Why is it?
I'm on 4 hours of sleep.
What is it with people named Mike?
Yeah, what is? Dude, I am El Loco Bandito.
Forgot to cock the gun. Very silly of me.
To be fair, I have read El Loco Bandito, and it's definitely something.
I've read it as well.
He says he's just a gamer. Well, from what I was told, the two are synonymous. I didn't know what kind of audience we had here. Trust me, if this was my channel, I'm pretty sure I would have said some gamer things at this point.
I thank you for reining it in for me. I've got
Yeah, don't worry.
I've got a channel to lose.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have
God.
a channel to lose.
Well, so do you.
Oh no, I think the stream just went down.
Oh
it didn't.
no.
Oh.
I probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't do it with my tendency to forget things. Can I be
Racist on your stream, Snake.
only against groups I approve, like the Irish. Don't be racist
Hello,
towards the
everyone.
Irish.
Today. Oh wait, no.
No, sorry.
Oh, dude, I was about to bust out my Matthew mitosis.
Man, Alex is great.
Make you lose all the respect of your community members.
It's fine. I'm pretty sure I have no respect to begin with. I work from a position of having nothing to lose. For me, respect is a zero-sum game. That's not how that phrase works.
I think the problem is that I treat YouTube as a hobby, so I don't really care if I lose anything. I mean, I don't have my account tied to my work email. At least I don't think I do.
I should probably, in this trying time, nah. I was
Being
just thinking
racist
about...
against YouTubers is always okay. Fuck YouTubers. They're all a bunch of assholes. I'm gonna
Look,
beat the
hang
shit
on.
out of myself.
Hang on. Look.
What?
It's all well and good to say race against... I didn't
Okay.
choose to be a YouTuber.
Look, I'm gonna say this right now. Every YouTuber that isn't my friend is an asshole, and I don't like them until they're my friend.
Maybe we should do that thing that you do with... Like, you tell kids when they're young, don't talk to strangers. I think we should affix, don't talk to YouTubers. Don't. Just stay away.
I still think the most pleasant surprise was finding out Running Shine was a really nice guy.
Yeah, Running Shine's chill.
What about VTubers? What's a VTuber?
Virtual YouTubers? Like, What's,
Dude, I don't
who's
trust cartoons as far as I
Kazuna
can
Ai?
tell.
And...
Have you seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That guy was a toon and he killed every. Oh wait, is that a spoiler? Ah, shit.
Damn it. Is YouTube your job? Do you have a real job? Wow, thank you. I work freelance, so I work less.
I have a real job, but no one cares about me. Actually, I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
What is a real job? What does it mean to be real?
Okay, you want to know what a real job is? A real job is that you commute, you hate your life the entire time you're working it, and you get paid a wage. Real wage hours.
What is a job? I should just run in there. Or...
Oh, no, Sniper, I don't work at Target anymore. I went to Target, though, because we were looking for food, and there's nothing in there.
Come to the sprinkles, little ones.
Hey, Snake, are you practicing for your role in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang 2?
Oh, whoops, hang on.
Here, kitty
Oh.
kitties. Hey, you want some lollipops?
Ah, it was unloaded. That was the problem.
Snake, have you seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Not since I was 5.
I know I'm sounding like the fucking... I know I'm sounding like paramedic, where it's like, hey, Snake, have you watched the movie?
Hit me with some trivia.
Well, the thing about Chitty Chitty Bang
That was
Bang
the
is that it's a
movie where I was
about
first
a
exposed to the
car.
idea of pedophiles existing. Oh, it was...
That was a weird movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that a movie about stranger danger?
No, it was just a... I don't believe it was. It was just a fucking weird fuck. I should probably stick with a deagle. I'd probably get more done with a deagle,
Chitty
but
Chitty Bang
new
Bang is a
gun.
movie I'm pretty sure that was made in like the 50s and or 60s, right? And it had Dick Van Dyke in it. And the movie fools you by having a cool car on the cover because you think it's going to be a movie about a car, right? But it turns out it's not a movie about a car. It's a movie about Hamburger Meister from the Santa Claus movie. Not the one with Tim Allen, the original Santa Claus movie, like the old puppet one, right? It's like that, and the kid catcher rounds up kids, and the king wants all the toys, and the car is barely in the movie. And all the while, the king's like two best agents are fucking with an old guy the entire time. Or I'm not sure. All I remember is that there was a song. It went chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang.
That's the movie. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That's the movie. That
Yeah.
is the movie. Is that entire
Hey,
song?
wow, that song really paid dividends.
It really did.
Whoa, that was not worth it.
The only thing
You're
is
back.
that the car flies.
Wow.
It flies now. I'm gonna look it up. Was there? Yeah. The guy, the king running the kingdom, wanted to kill all the kids for existing, being loud.
Good
I'm gonna
reason.
look it up. I'm gonna look up Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I want to see if there was a sequel. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang 2. Chitty Chitty, Chitty Chitty Boom Boom.
Is that where the IRA gets a hold of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and... What the fuck am I looking at?
What the fuck did you get? What is that?
I
I
got
can't tell. It's so dark.
I got a pistol with horseshoe magazines.
What the fuck? What is this Hunt Showdown gun?
Okay, well... I'm pretty sure with the caliber it has, it's not going to have any stopping power whatsoever, but...
What the fuck is that like? Is it supposed to act like a grip? What the fuck is
Can't
that
use it as a
thing?
grip. Okay, well...
Can you clobber somebody with it though?
Hang on a second, I'm just trying to work out some kind of, like, quick reload system.
Cause the thing is, right, is if you grip that magazine.
Oh, it's automatic!
Why jam it?
That makes sense.
What the fuck is this gun?
Well, it's convenient. I'll say that.
Snake is dog whistling your belief in horseshoe theory. This is the radical centrist's gun. Shit.
I'm trying to work out what political statement this gun really is, but I guess, yeah, just centrism at the end of the day. Oh god, I hate this room.
It's
Alright.
radical centrism.
Let's get into the middle of this. Yeet myself into danger. Miss every
So
shot
you're
on the
gonna-
way.
Hold this
Hey, Snick, can I ask you a favor for your reviews from now on?
Sure.
Can you do, like, memes from 10 years ago and seem like you're trying to be hip and trendy with it?
Why would I do that? What? Like, what's my angle? What's the irony here?
The angle is I've
Friction.
never heard you ever say the word
This
yeet
this
before
magazine is a
until
real
today.
thing.
static and
I've said yeet.
Have you?
Yes. I say it in the mirror every morning as practice.
I don't live in your house.
But I have said it before is the point. Wow, okay, this is bad.
When have you said yeet?
Minutes ago. Oh god, I'm just gonna die. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing better that round. Let's do one more. Ah.
uplink
Hey guys, Snooker here, and today I'm going to be playing Weird Russian Jank. In this episode.
Wow. Oh, someone's breaking into a
In
car.
this episode of. Wait, what? Like
Car-
outside?
Yeah, I hear a car alarm going. Nah, no, I don't think anyone's really breaking into a car. Let me peek out my window.
It's not your car, is it?
Nah, it's down the road. Nah, I think
I
Psych
hear
just
the-
I think
I hear
Psych
the
just
alarm.
I think Psych just triggered it. What else are you
my
supposed to do
God.
in quarantine? You see, the problem was, yeah, that person was walking around outside, and now like, shit, I'm not going to the shops or doing my allowed one daily exercise. I gotta get indoors, and it's the only legal thing that man can do now is break into a car. It's his only option.
How accurate do you think Shaun of the Dead's gonna be now? Like, replace zombies with flu people.
I think Shaun of the Dead has kind of been already disproven just by how the fact that people in Shaun of the Dead acted less stupid. Turns out,
That's true.
turns out parody's impossible. It's one of those things where you think, nah, people can't be that daft. Then people surprise you.
Yeah.
They come out with
You know
some
what my
stuff.
favorite thing about Shaun of the Dead is?
Hmm?
They're playing Time Splitters 2 in that movie.
Yeah. They were fucking. I mean, it was the same thing in Spaced, where you know, he had some picks. They were playing Resident Evil in that episode where he
Yeah.
thought everyone was zombies. Simon Pegg went for it. Let's go for the fun box.
So what is Simon Pegg doing nowadays?
I
Because I heard rumors that there was supposed to be a new Cornetto trilogy coming out soon. Eventually.
don't know. I didn't hear anything about that.
But like this
This
was
is
like
adorable.
back in, like 2016. That's a grease gun without the fucking barrel on it.
Oh yeah, this doesn't have a man. I've gotten so used. I've gotten near enough everything I got this run.
Yo, what's up?
This had a manual ejection.
Okay, well I'm not hungry.
He's in the boys, and that's brilliant. Is that a Sawn of Grease gun? I suppose it is. You do a review of every video game Jesse plays in Breaking Bad. Is that Sonic
I like how
06?
everybody that saw the grease gun went, "Hey, isn't this gun in New Vegas?" Yeah, the grease gun's in New Vegas.
He's filming the next Mission Impossible movie.
Really?
Uh,
No, this gun in New Vegas.
New Vegas?
Guys, it's
Is that a motherfucking New Vegas reference?
bro, it's that gun.
Let's go kill some things.
Guys, New Vegas is a good game.
I should probably lock that to something or other. Let's pop that there.
You know what was great? Like,
Hmm?
the day after I did my Gothic portion for Mandalore's video, like, the next few weeks were filled with comments in that Fallout 76 video I did, where it was just people going, "Throw it in the trash!"
Gone.
interfacing with system node.
Start the
Like,
shooting.
I don't even think they watched the video.
Analyzing system.
He played a game in... Did he play a game in El Camino?
I think he did.
What?
Yeah, no, he did play a game in El Camino. No, wait.
A lot of El Camino,
No.
I'm realizing, has
Okay,
already left
actually-
me.
Okay, so El Camino, it wasn't El Camino that he plays a game in. It was Breaking Bad. He was playing Rage with a fucking, like, light gun. He was playing Rage with a light gun. And then they played Sonic 06 in that, too.
Yeah, he had good taste. He knew what kids needed. Which was Sonic 06.
Were they playing a game? I thought they were watching the news.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
no,
hard
that
to
was,
tell nowadays.
Yeah, I was the guy in the I was the spicy guy in the portion of the Gothic video.
Data extracted.
It's a small internet.
Snake, not Snake. Fuck, you didn't make the Gothic remake video. Basically, Mandalorian's like, "Hey, have you played Gothic before?" I'm like, "No," and he's like, "Ah, shoot, dang. I was gonna ask if you wanted to make a part." I'm like, and he's like, "Wait, you've never played Gothic before?" So, I bought Gothic 2 on sale, and then I played the Gothic remake, and he told me to keep the part under a minute,
Oh,
and I did.
depth perception.
I don't know if the other parts were under a minute. I didn't time it, but they didn't feel like they were under a minute, which felt weird. Cause I was like, Mando's like, yeah, just keep it under a minute. You don't have to be a big brain essay boy about it, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make it quick, concise, and I'm gonna make it funny. And so I did. And then I watched the video, and I've seen,
You've seen?
fuck, I'm trying to remember who I watched, because, like, I think
What are we gonna-
one of them made a Vampire the Masquerade video. I think it was Grimbeard. I've seen Grimbeard before, right? Does Mandalore have a podcast?
Does he?
When? I don't know. I don't really listen to podcasts. Maybe Mandalore just doesn't like you.
I'm just thinking, how many podcasts are going to be started because of the quarantine? That's going to be the real human cost.
Like, Mandalore doesn't have a podcast? I know Shammy does, but I don't know Shammy.
Hello.
Hello?
Just stabbing and dodging. Badly.
Position.
Who are you talking to?
Myself and the people I'm stabbing. Me and Neo were on the first episode of Hippie's never released podcast.
Snake fucking snapped. He's talking to himself. Oh, no.
Talking to the sausages I'm murdering.
Snake, the accident was 5 years ago. You gotta let me go.
It was no accident. It was on purpose.
Yeah, guys, you gotta listen to my new podcast. I'm calling it, hang on. Where are my dice?
Wow, it's gonna take a while. So it's called Hang On, Gets Up,
Okay.
Where's My Dice? I'm thinking just to fix cast onto the end of
Alright,
that.
I got a quarter here. Oh, wait, no, I actually did find a 6-sided dice. Okay. So I'm going to flip a coin, and I'm going to roll the dice, and I'm not going to tell you what any of it means. But depending on what the number it is, I'm going to name my podcast right now, okay? So, heads...
I think you need a table for this. Oh.
I have a table. I have my desk, my friend.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay, so let me see. What is my audience? Like in general, who would we say my audience is? Because this determines the first part of the name, which I'm flipping with a coin.
Spicy, what do you call your fans? Do you call them like spicers?
It feels like is Spicer's racist?
Is it? Is that a racist term?
I don't know. It sounds like one. It sounds like
It's a racist term for your fans. Well, I mean, if you're doing Spice, you've got your problems.
Spice from Dune. Well,
Oh,
like,
I wasn't thinking of that.
your audience is 2-year-old kids. Okay, what do 2-year-old kids like? They like that show with the dogs, and they like Elsa. Okay.
Ooh, that's... M's got a good suggestion.
Call them Capri Suns. I'll call them Capri Sun Paw Patrol.
I'm not gonna say that was an honorable attempt.
Okay. Alright, heads, it'll be
Oh,
Paw
God.
Patrol. Tails, it'll be Elsa Fortnite. Alright, you guys ready for this?
I think you.
All right, we got Elsa Fortnite.
All right, time to chase that algorithm.
All right, Elsa Fortnite, and the other half of it's going to be. All right, we got 5 pretentious hacks. Elsa Fortnite pretentious hacks podcast. Tune into it next week. The first episode. The topic will be what is something that people like to rant on for hours about?
Coronavirus.
That's like topical and like actually interesting to talk about. What is like the most boring as shit, like fucking annoying topic? Okay, I got an
Dota
idea.
2
I'm gonna
patch
look
notes.
up a Mauler podcast that lasts for 10 hours. I'm gonna see what they talk about.
Just count the number of them that go over 10 hours.
There's like 8 of them. Me and
Oh
Ronnie
my god,
Chan
hello!
counted. Okay,
Just chilling
Alright.
out behind this cover.
okay. 11-hour podcast by Mauler. They talk about Star Wars. Okay, guys, Elsa Fortnite Pretentious Hacks podcast, episode 1. We're gonna talk about Star Wars Attack of the Clones. We did it.
Hardened encryption detected. Neutralized.
Can't believe it. The plan begins now. We've only been in lockdown for 5 seconds. We've only been in lockdown for 5 seconds. Talk about Macklemore.
Analyzing
Second episode, mononucleosis and cell
Okay.
autophagy. Oh,
So for the first
Oh.
episode of Elsa Fortnite Pretentious Hacks, the cast will be me, myself, and I, but with various voice filters. And I will just have me saying Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones
oh god, I couldn't get the
for
pin.
10 hours. And that'll be
Jesus.
the podcast.
Well, that was a whiff through. Let's take a sit down. Yeah, I'm gonna call the stream after that. That was a pitiable performance all around.
Tujo, no, you're gonna be the audio guy. You're gonna be my engineer. You're gonna be the engineer to my ghost.
Talk about the Beatles.
Fuck.
Just pretend to be Snake and ruin his reputation.
Yeah, I'm the audio guy. Tujo, I thought I told you to screen these calls.
I have a reputation. It's not a good one, but it is a reputation. I'm just gonna sit here and we're gonna stare at this, and I can see the chat, and you can just see the scoreboard.
Spicy, and why does he think he's so
Can't believe Big Boss is dunking on you.
I love the icon. I love the icon like Big Boss is about to come to my fucking screen.
Star Wars Episode 1 was the worst thing since my Far Cry 2 video. Now we're just stealing just jokes from the chat.
Who
Oh.
is the spicy guy?
Clashman the Third has a good one. I've not actually watched that side story guide in Hunt Down Freeman, but D-Day Monopoly, just going
Yes.
through all the monopolies, but do it with Shadow the Hedgehog story paths. Yeah. I'm still here. I'm sitting down in a chair now. Ugh.
Okay, name every track. It's King of Carrot Flowers Part 1 and 2, Communist Daughter, Holland 1945, Untitled Song. Fuck. Did I say King of Carrot Flowers? Aeroplane Over the Sea is a song off there.
Don't know what I'm doing, to be honest.
Did I say Untitled Track, where it's like a ringtone? There is a Part 3 to King of Carrot Flowers.
Exit the video game. So I'm guessing the audience will be seeing black right now. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Yeah, they'll be seeing black.
Possibly.
They'll possibly be seeing black. Hey, and now they'll be seeing VR, which is
Yeah, okay,
Way.
here we go. Yeah, King of Carrot Flowers Part 1, 2, 3, and the airplane over the... I forgot about Two-Headed Boy, and
Sitting-
the Fool, Oh Calmly, Ghost.
Sonic
And
06.
Two-Headed Boy Part 2. Had half of it. Nice Pip-Boy.
Thank you. But yeah, this is how far... I may have made it a bit too far, but as though it wasn't just... You know... That wasn't just... Or say the incorrect things despite you.
The communist daughter.
I've actually completely forgotten where. Ooh. Look, it's video games.
The communist daughter hitting on the ceiling borders and stands the mountain.
Just while we're here, throw in a few minutes of this before we head off. I said I would stream it last stream and I never got around to it, so may as well just throw in. People are going to be turning up saying, wow, H3VR has changed. Just a few minutes of Jet Island. I keep meaning to actually start this and go places with it. Oop. Where am I facing the right way?
Voice of an angel. Wait, was I getting picked up?
Were you?
I don't know how sensitive my mic is. Windows 10 updated again. Fuck my audio sound.
I think people can hear you, though I might be a bit loud. Am I okay, everyone? Should I turn myself?
Oh, that is weird.
What?
Oh, that is weird. I don't like the way that OBS looks in the VR thing.
You get used to it. Yeah, start a new game, why not?
Hello everyone, welcome to my Far Cry 2 review part 2, and today I'm going to tell you
it's happening now, live.
Boring. Far Cry 2 is the worst thing that has ever happened since 9/11 and the Blood Diamond conflict.
See, I said it would happen. I said people would come and say, oh, wow, H3VR. I called it. I'm a soothsayer. I'm a genius.
Wait, are people actually saying...
No, they're not. They're saying it because I said it.
Look, Dead Rising 2 review part 2 is already out.
Yeah, no, that actually happened.
Yeah, I actually made part 2. Shocking, I know.
You have to have a bit spicy. Do you agree with this sentiment? You have to have, even if it's meant ironically, you have to have a very high IQ.
I think you have to have something wrong with you in order to enjoy Far Cry 2.
No, understand it. Understand it. Understand it.
Like, properly understand it? Well, the thing is that I watched that Nicolas Cage movie, Lord of War, because I was lied to and told that it was a good movie. That was actually one of Nicolas Cage's better performances. I didn't realize it was a Nicolas Cage movie. And then I realized that, yeah, the devs
it's frictionless.
Off Lord of War.
So this is a video game that can make you sick. Can make you sick.
It's cool.
You're on a frictionless board, and this is just the raddest shit to me.
Snake, are you taking requests?
Am I taking requests for what? Is the request to stop moving?
This looks trippy. I like this.
I really love this game's aesthetic and its look. I might. This is another one where it's like, okay, gotta do a video on this at some point. Though it feels a bit cruel to say it because I really dislike kind of the angle I've got on it. Really is I wish there was a sequel to this. Like this feels, it's a really fun game, but it feels like, God, I wish this just had a little bit more to it. 'Cause it's cool that you go around, you fight 4 bosses, and that's your game, and you could do as much like hoverboarding as you want. There's far more room than.
So somebody mentioned Lord of War, isn't that bad? So okay, no shit posting. Like I'm done joking. Like I'm not a fan of Far Cry 2, and I'm even less a fan of Lord of War because I thought it was gonna be an actual serious movie. Because my problem with Lord of War is that you could literally just watch that ending conversation with Nick Cage, and that's the movie. The rest of it is such a waste of time that you could actually just go read the book it's based off of and actually learn something. And the only decent parts of Lord of War is when Nicolas Cage does Brown Brown, because then it just becomes a Nicolas Cage performance. And, like, the ending speech, that's it. And that's the end of the movie. And my problem with Far Cry 2, right, is that it feels like a tech demo, because it is, because it was showing off the Dooney engine. And because of how poorly received it was on release, Ubisoft never actually expanded on the engine any further other than making it look prettier and then cutting it down because bull shots were really bad in like 2012 and all that. It's just my problem with Far Cry 2 is that it was like a really good base to build off of, and they just didn't do it because people at the time weren't ready for a hardcore shooter, like an actual proper hardcore shooter. Because that's another problem I have with Far Cry 2. If you know how to break it, it is so easy to break. I, like, in my most recent playthrough, because I've been playing it again, because I've been planning on making, like, at least another video on Far Cry 2 to actually give my thoughts on it and be serious for once, right? And the thing about Far Cry 2, right, is that you're constantly visiting your safe house, you're constantly visiting the armory, you don't actually ever encounter the weapon jamming if you're playing the game right and constantly restocking and grabbing new guns off the wall and all that. It's just that so much of its mechanics are so half-assed or half-implemented, or just it doesn't fully commit to anything aside from the really hardcore saving if you were playing on a console, which is it's spicy chicken god. That's me. I'm the guy that's talking about.
If you're
Far Cry
playing
2.
Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2, if you're playing fucking, Far Cry 2 on a
Yeah.
console, you've got your own
it's
set
a
of
lot harder.
things there.
Well, the thing is, I played Far Cry 2 on PS3, and the controls for that are shit. Like, I went back and played it again on the PS3 just to, like, re-experience it. The turning is so sluggish, I had to bump up the sensitivity so hard to actually get it to be somewhat playable. And, like, I do play console shooters from time to time. I've been playing Time Splitters too, and that feels fine to me, at least. But the thing is, right, is that there is no plot to Far Cry 2. I was trying to, like, in my original video on it for part 1, right? I was trying to, like, describe the plot. I was really trying to dig into it. Like, I was researching conflicts in Africa. I had a guy that was, like, helping me out with that. And by the time I was, like, actually done writing the plot synopsis, it looked like a jumbled mess of, like, basic talking points of, like, what happens in Africa? False charities. The first world abusing, a third world. Like, very basic stuff that doesn't really go anywhere, and everything is so vague because your companions have to Mad Libs insert themselves into stuff. You're gonna be doing the same shit each playthrough, but each companion just gets a new sentence of flavor text. Like, one companion's like, oh, I want to blow up the weed farm because I want to make my own weed farm. But the other companion is like, I am an activist for plants, and I'm blowing up the weed farm because it's morally wrong, but you're still doing the same shit, and at the end of the game, they're gonna betray you anyway. So, and it's not that I'm blind to, right, it's not that I'm blind to, like, what they were trying to do, because I read a ton of interviews from what little I could find, and Far Cry 2 was so much more ambitious than what we got. Like, they were planning on having it be, like, a full-on RPG, kind of roguelike-ish type game, where it was very freeform in how you find the Jackal, and that you'd be dealing with all these faction politics. It sounded like Boiling Point, almost, right? But they had to cut it down, because the devs took a trip to Africa, realized that their entire depiction was so inaccurate and wrong, that they redid everything so that it would look and feel right. And by the time that they were done redoing the assets, they didn't have time to finish the game. And the other problem is that, if you know anything about Ubisoft Montreal, is that they were also working on Assassin's Creed 2 at this time, so they didn't have an animation director for half the game. And I don't know if any other key members for Far Cry 2 were missing to go work on Assassin's Creed 2, right? And that's another thing about Far Cry 2, is that it's the proper start to the Ubisoft formula.
Far Cry 2 Part 2 is happening live right now.
I'm being honest, like everything about the Ubisoft formula starts with Far Cry 2. It is like, you're going around finding collectibles. You're going and finding, like, these activity centers. Like, instead of radio towers, it's a central town that has barely any interactions with it. And everybody makes a big deal about the malaria, but it's harmless. It literally doesn't do anything. If you don't take your drugs, the game knocks your ass out and then forces you to do a resistance mission to get more pills. Everything about Far Cry 2 makes it seem like it makes it seem like it's a hardcore game, but so much of it is so forgiving, especially on PC with quick saves, that so much of, like, the mechanics that everybody, like, complains about are such non-issues. And even then, the weapon durability is kind of glitched. So
this is Jet Island. Hang on, sorry.
Far Cry 2, right?
Can we call it? Can we call it a bit on Far Cry 2?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. This is Jet Island. I'm just throwing it in for a bit near the end. I'm gonna hop off in a wee second. I'm just not sure where I'm actually going. Not sure where I'm not sure where I'm actually going on this one.
I'm sorry I hijacked this plane and killed it with no survivors.
What's interesting is just...
This has been a year in the making.
Yeah. I fucking put it in that Twitter thread on that you suffered for a year. So you got thoughts on You've got thoughts on Far Cry 2.
Everybody's like, no, keep going!
Are they? All right. If the people want it, keep going. This is very. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Keep going.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
I was
keep going.
I was
Where
worried
I-
the chat wasn't in on it, but if they are, then
Yeah.
I ain't gonna stop
yeah,
it.
But no, like, because like, okay, entertainment's poultry, man. So compare you, yeah, like a lot of it, right? Is that's kind of my problem with Far Cry 2 is that everybody likes to circle jerk it, and the thing is that I think that it does deserve merit because it's a very immersive game, right? It's a very immersive game. It deserves all the credit it gets for making it immersive. But if you go under the surface, there's not a lot of mechanical depth there. And I'm playing on Infamous, and the only reason it's difficult is because everyone's a fucking bullet sponge in that mode, unless you get headshots. But even if you get headshots, 9 times out of 10 it just cripples them, and it feels like your bullets are made out of rubber. Like, even when you're using the sniper rifle that has quote-unquote max damage, it doesn't actually kill anybody half the time. It's just... There's so much of Far Cry 2 that gets on my tits, but I love the game regardless, which is weird because because from what it sounds like, I hate this game. But really, my problem is that, like, Ubisoft does kinda sorta listen to people's complaints. Because Far Cry 3 came out the way it was because people hated Far Cry 2. And Far Cry 5 is a result of people bitching about the Far Cry formula that has been the same since 3, right? And the thing is, I was planning on making this like an entire retrospective on the Far Cry series, but I can't get 3, 4, Primal, or Blood Dragon to work on my PC because there's micro stuttering and I can't get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of it, and it sucks because I was actually legitimately wanting to play Far Cry 3 again because I remember liking it.
And we did play like a bit of New Dawn together, and that was interesting. Like, first time stepping back into the fucking series. Since 3, actually, I played a touch of 4. I've watched a few videos on 5, and I've got my
problem with 5.
fucking fill.
My problem with 5 is mainly to do with the story, and it's kind of your
Jesus.
complaint about
Jesus
Watch Dogs
fuck.
2, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that must look trippy in VR.
Like this moment here, this is like, this will give you VR legs instantly or kill you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, that looks weird.
Alrighty.
But yeah, the thing about Far Cry 5, I'm not a big fan of the story for kind of the same reasons that you described in Watch Dogs 2. It's trying to say something while saying absolutely nothing at the same time, and I'm not even gonna bring up my other thoughts on it. The shooting is good. I love Far Cry Arcade. I really wish they would just make a full-on Far Cry Arcade game. Like, literally make Little Big Planet, but it's Far Cry. I think that would be so much nicer and be a lot more fun to play than a new Far Cry game.
Okay, let's get... I think this boss is a one and done. Nope.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of my Far Cry 2 video because it was like 5 scripts meshed into one, and it was like over the course of the year. I really should have edited that shit down even more than I already did.
Bad place to be.
But yeah, no.
That was anti. Oh no. I
Even
fucked
like
that.
New Dawn, right? I like how New Dawn plays, but I don't like the fact that it's trying to become an RPG. It just doesn't fit Far Cry well at all. It feels restrictive, but not in the good way.
I haven't got plans to play Neo Scavenger. I haven't touched Neo Scavenger in like 3-4 years. It's alright. The problem with that was I played Neo Scavenger around the same time that I was playing Cataclysm DDA, and I know it's unfair to compare, but I knew where my fucking bread was buttered between those two options. Neo Scavenger's alright though. Did I hit that? Oh! Dodge that. Let's get in there. Alright, there we go.
Yeah, no, like I agree. Far Cry 5 was fine. My only problem with it is the story, and I don't like the milestones, because like you'll be in the middle of doing something and then you just get kidnapped. Like, it's cool at first, but on repeat playthroughs it's a pain in the ass because it's like I just wanted to do outposts.
Did I kill it?
I'm trying to think of all the Ubisoft games set on tropical islands that aren't Far Cry 1, because that's technically a Crytek game. Snake, apparently you know. What's a good Ubisoft game set on a tropical island?
Far Cry 1? What is a good Ubisoft game set on a tropical island? Zombie? The game that Zombie U is a sequel to? I'm
Wait,
struggling.
They made a sequel to Zombie U?
No, Zombie U is a sequel
Parts
to
of Assassin's
Zombie.
Creed 4.
Parts of Assassin's Creed 4, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the
Oh my
movie.
God, I forgot that was a Ubisoft game.
You troglodyte. Wow. Calling me a troglodyte for forgetting about fucking Peter Jackson's King. You know what? I don't remember everything. My brain isn't like a 100% memory bank, always running. Always running.
But yeah, no, the video I'm currently working on has like nothing to do with
Shadow
like,
of-
Far Cry or Ubisoft. As a matter of fact, it's actually an indie game. It's an army men game. It's Mean Greens. It's like it has nothing to do with Far Cry.
What happened on the second?
Because the problem with what happened on the 2nd of August.
I fucking I see a question about a review on a strategy game. Maybe, I mean, Gangland, I suppose I have done a strategy game of a sort. I considered doing a video on Crusader Kings 2. I'm not sure, because, like, it was basically, I was going to do a video about my first, like, essentially just kind of a video. It was about, hey, if you're worried about learning Crusader Kings 2, don't be, just fucking play it and, like, enjoy failing your first run. Because it was going to be about my first, like, I can't remember all the details, but my first character, my first run in Crusader Kings 2 was Yavlad, and it was a 17. I should probably equip this before I got up here. It was a like 700 start. Yavlad was just, it went okay considering what it was. Welcome to VR sickness, everybody. What the? Wow, I glitched out. That didn't happen before.
Okay, somebody did bring up something. When are you gonna do an Army Men retrospective? Snake, I would love to see a playing on Army Men Sarge's War, since I know for a fact you've played that game.
Yeah, that could be interesting, because that's a weird one. Wow. Oh, fuck,
Wow,
my fear of heights actually kicked in for a minute there. Oh god, actually get down. Jesus fucking Christ. That actually fucking hit me. It's like, wait, that's fucking terrifying.
Somebody start playing Shooting Stars, because Snake is leaving this planet.
Jesus fuck, get back on the ground where things make sense.
Yeah, and that's my other problem with Far Cry. Every single game since 3 has been... Actually, no, ever since 2, even. Like, the game punishes you for paying $60 to play it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is correct. Army Men Sarge's War is still... I don't know, I watched it. I watched the Sarge's War one.
Talking about...
I don't know if Army Men won, right?
Talking about fear of heights, I have recorded a video of just like... Because when I do plan on making a video on this, I did climb to... hang on, let's get off this. I did climb up there. That was a fucking scary experience. There it is, up there.
Which true crime is the good one? Oh, that's easy. Sleeping Dogs.
No, it's LA. It's LA with Nick Kang.
Okay, all right. I want to say this right now, so I'm gonna hold you to it. You better make playing Redux on True Crime LA. I want to see
Redux. No, do you mean Kingpin?
No, not Kingpin. Like I'm talking about like LA.
Okay.
True Crime LA.
You want me to?
Because you were telling me. Yeah, you were telling me that you were thinking about re-reviewing LA. Crime LA.
Yeah, because that's like one of the videos I'm least proud of because I didn't replay it. I just wanted to make a video on it as like, oh, I've got all this footage, and it was a bit sloppy. Maybe
I don't know if anybody in here.
I haven't played much Stellaris. But yeah.
Black Weeb.
Let's go back to Yavlad for 1 second. That was an interesting one because I got away with an assassination. His son died of depression. I don't know how much you can really do much with how much your character likes other people. Yavlad fucking hated everyone. Like, I'd look at your character's opinion of them. It would be negative for everybody. His wife, his sons, like, people he claimed to be friendly with. But everyone loved him. Everyone just loved him no matter what, while he fucking hated everyone, plotted assassinations. He was bumbling and, like, incompetent, and I never got anything done. He tried to fuck off so many people, but just people kept liking him. And he just kind of died with barely... Like, I got a couple of provinces with him, and, like, secured a trade deal. And then the kingdom wound up going to, like, his grandson. It wound up going to his, like, grandson, and he was, like, a regency because that son was 15, and then... Like, less than 15, sorry. And then he got fucking assassinated, and that's how my first run of Crusader Kings 2 went. It was a fucking wild family drama of just, like, Yavlad... I mean, the one thing was, Yavlad spent his whole life hating his wife until they were both in their, like, 60s, and then they sort of grew to like each other a bit. But the wife was despised by everyone, got no respect, and he just spent his later years gardening with his wife, and it was like, the fuck, like, sad-ass drama is this, Yavlad?
Oh, man. Yeah, the only time I've ever had fun playing CK2 was when I was playing as a Viking, and I constantly hit the Vatican, and I would sweep up London on the way home.
What's Ready or Not? What?
Ready or Not is the SWAT thing.
Is that
the SWAT continuation? Spiritual successor. Yeah, it's
that
getting
slipped
ready
my radar.
to get the beta release soon. It looks neat.
I'll take a gander at that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I can't wait for it to come out because I really love SWAT.
I know who Seath is. It's not really my thing.
Yeah, he can only handle me. Up as far as you go, boy. Hey people, Spicy here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Far Cry 2 Part 2.
M can join. M has been on a few streams. Like, I'm heading off in a wee bit, but yeah, next time I'm streaming, she can hop in.
Oh man.
SWAT 4 co-op is the best argument in favor of police brutality.
Okay.
Neo, we've tried
look,
to. Well, we
I'm
didn't
gonna be
try.
honest with you,
We
bro.
went at
Bro.
fucking a few
Bro.
of them.
I gotta tell you, SWAT 4 with the Elite Force mod is literally the coolest shit I've ever played.
Yeah.
No doubt. Any issues you have with like SWAT 4's kind of like weird, old, kind of janky mechanics gets fixed with Elite Force. You can actually shoot people and get away with it, and it's so good.
That's how elite you are. Okay. Okay.
I love it so much.
It was.
Oh, and you get so many guns, and I think you get the beanbag launcher. I can't
not
remember. It's been a while since I played it. But
I've
it
not
is so
forgot
much
about you.
fun.
Scratch my face. Jesus. I have not forgot about. I have not forgot about you. Also, someone's telling us, and I'm going to look at it periodically. Oh, take some damage.
Oh,
Do you want to know a fun? Do you want to know a fun story? It's a recent escapade in it's milsim, not like police simulation. I'm like, a friend has been hosting. He dropped it for another armor mod, but we played a few sessions of Antistasi, which is like terrorism simulator. You got to liberate the map.
Yeah. That one's pretty fun.
Yeah, we had fun. We got thoroughly stomped because there was like a couple of people who were good at armor, and then there was me, and then there was several other people, and we had an operation where we had to take this base, and it had a HMG, and we were just throwing bodies at this place. Like, we were dying, we'd get picked up. Like, one guy was just driving a van that we'd got back and forth between the respawn point and the camp to just bring the bodies back. Like, alright, once more onto the breach. I died. I grabbed my equipment. I grabbed, like, one of the few good guns we had left, because we had lost a lot. And I had forgotten a crucial piece of equipment, but I had a plan. It's like, this HMG keeps chopping us down. The moment I got dropped, I was like, right, go, go, go. It was me and like 3 others. I broke off from the team, ran long ways around, got behind the base, climbed up the tower to the HMG nest, took out the HMGs, and then I like, crawled thing on the radio. Guys, I got the HMG. I just hear a lot of gunfire and I get gunned the fuck down by my own side. I forgot to grab a new fucking radio and change it over.
That's good.
And like, another friend was there and recording it, And what's hilarious is because I get up and I'm like, I can hear him yelling after I got up. Like, they also had Ace Medical, so you don't always die. You can just get KO'd and, you know, locational audio and all that. I get back up and I'm just yelling, "You shot me! You shot..." Bah, 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 and I go down again. And on his fucking video, you could just faintly hear me going, "You shot me!" Just far in the distance.
Friendly fire is fun in Arma.
Friendly fire is fucking tragic.
You and me have two different definitions of tragedy.
Comedy and tragedy are
by the
very
way,
close.
William, Mr. William, I haven't made the Way of the Samurai 4 video yet. I got really burned out because I'm playing the game the way the game wants you to play it, which is to increase the difficulty. And in order to do that, you gotta grind, and it's a pain in the ass, and that's my biggest complaint. Everything else is fine.
I might ask
I even
Skeleton if
got
I
the
can nab
secret
that.
moveset.
I might ask it was Skeleton. I might ask him if I can just nab the video and just like clip it. Because it's all just like unlisted stuff, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I just nabbed that bit and just like put it up. It's just a fun clip.
I need to play Alpha Protocol. Snake, have you played Alpha Protocol?
I've beaten it a couple of times.
Is
I
it
was
good?
meant to be on it. Yeah, it's very good. It's very interesting. Oh, yep. I was meant to not meant to. It was a stretch goal for a charity stream that me and Neo worked on last year, I think. The Segathon. It was I did a few runs on that. It was meant to do Alpha Protocol. I feel like this game, it comes and goes, to be honest. Like, this height, surprisingly, not fucking with me too much, but I am about to hit water if I don't get on this fucking bridge.
I think my favorite part about Way of the Samurai 4 is the English that the Britons have. Because it's all Japanese voice actors, so you'll be running through the English section of town, you'll get into like combat, all you hear is, "God damn!" Wow! It's great.
Segathon was 2018. Wow. Oh, and also I beat fucking Yakuza 1 PS2 original in one sitting. That was like 9 or 10 hours. And I whiffed something. Real lives, fuck real lives. God, fucking tragic memories with fucking real lives.
You know what? I just realized something. Snake.
Hmm?
Would you ever make a playing on Shenmue after Yakuza is done?
I think I got a request on that, and I think my answer was, that is a game that every time I think I should play Shenmue, I immediately realize a bunch of other games that is like, but I could play that.
What can you tell me about Chinese people? I'm looking for sailors. That's all I know about Shenmue, aside from like the little capsule collecting minigame. Where you put a quarter in the machine, you get a little capsule, and you get like a toy. You get a little toy.
Real Lives is this old bit of educational software where if you just you put yourself on Earth and it kind of tries to simulate what your life would be like in different regions, mostly just with like, text prompting. I had so many.
That reminds me of something.
I had so many runs where it's just like, you are born as a girl in India to poor parents. 5 years old, you have been raped. Oh, okay. 6 years old, you have been raped.
Oh,
like,
it was one of those games.
It was. I mean, it was meant to be an educational tool to show you that, hey, here's how fucked the world can be, and it's just like, so many runs where it's just, you've been raped. Dang.
So many runs where you just get born as a child in the third world.
Real life.
You die immediately because it's very unfortunate that you were born in a third world country.
Yeah, basically. It's a game about just going, hey, could be, it's a game that really shows you could be worse.
For us. You know what? Okay, there's another game. There's a life simulator game. It was published by EA, and it was written by, like, a psychologist. Somebody might know where I'm going with this. But it was made in the 1980s, but it got a port to phones, like cell phones, right? And the thing about this game is one of the first encounters you can have is a bigger kid than you can beat the living shit out of you with, like, a metal rod, and you can die from that. So you can die at 5 because a 4th grader beat the shit out of you. The other one is that you're playing in front of your house, and a strange man comes up to you in a car, right? Right?
Yeah.
And he tells you that you need to come with him because his mom wants you. Well, the thing is that obviously it's stranger danger, so you run away. But there's a chance that when you run away, he catches up to you and you die anyway.
Jesus. So
Yeah,
that's
it's really
that's
fucked up.
psychology, huh?
Yeah, and since it's a game made in the 1980s, homosexuality is a mental disease that you have to catch.
That you have to catch for 100%
Yes.
completion.
For the game playthrough, yes. I'm being serious. I'm trying to remember what the alter ego. It's alter ego. That's what it was. Because you can do cocaine in high school.
Ooh,
You get addicted to cocaine.
you're selling me on this, Spicy.
The first, my longest
it's a
run
little
was when I
loose.
made it to
That's
30
worrying.
and I died of cardiac arrest because all I was eating was fast food. And my wife left me because I wasn't rich enough.
I feel like the coolest guy ever reading chat while surfing at
Oh my god.
Wait,
You know
where's
what
my
another thing
speedometer?
was about Alter Ego? I remember
Oh,
like, when you're like a toddler in that game, one of the things you can do is go digging around and you can go digging around like the chemical thing, and it says like you find like a bunch of like brightly
Let's
colored
get fucking
liquids.
scared.
And you can drink the chemicals, and one of two things will happen: either you die. Oh, actually, wait, no, three. Either you die, you get sick and live and take a health penalty, or you actually gain immunity from being a dumbass.
My favorite fishing minigame is probably the Yakuza one, but there's a few Yakuza ones. The Yakuza 4 one is really good. I just realized I didn't actually talk about the fishing minigame in Yakuza 4, because it's like, I talk about a few, because it was in Yakuza 3, it's just they added more fish and they made it a bit more high speed. I never fished in Persona 5, actually. Never bothered
What other
with it.
shit can happen? Like, because Alter Ego is free. You can just go like to like a website and play it.
Can I
The only thing is that it limits the amount of times you can play it per day.
Whee! Oh, we can just ride on this thing. I'm not a big Paper Mario guy.
Oh wow. Well, I guess I'm not your friend anymore. Shit.
Look, I play good games instead, like Yeek.
You can't even say that ironically.
I mean, look, there's a bunch of people who like. I would not have anything to really add about. I don't think I'd have anything to add about Paper Mario even if I did like sit down and play it. I'm sure they're perfectly charming. It's just I'm not much of a Nintendo guy.
Play the first Paper Mario, play Thousand Year Door, and then actually, you know what? Super Paper Mario is also really good, but it's not an RPG. It's like a weird hybrid, but it's really good. The writing's really good in it.
Now we're just sitting.
It's probably
in-
the funniest Mario game. Like, okay, how much do you
Oh,
know
whoop.
about Super Paper Mario, Snake?
Very little.
One of the sections in Super Paper Mario is that Princess Peach gets kidnapped by a weeb iguana, and you have to play a dating sim.
Am I planning on covering Yakuza Dead Souls? There's like big maybe on that, like because when I
Hey, Snake, are you gonna cover the Yakuza mobile game?
no, even though it's got Ryuji,
Coward. Coward.
I can't fucking get above up. You cover it. You can read Moon Runes, and I know you're in the chat.
Yeah, no, you would love Paper Mario, Snake. You just gotta give it a chance. Gotta give it a chance.
What am I thinking of? Use Yakuza PSP game, you coward. 4 High Heels did a perfectly good video on that. Like, on the Black Panther.
have to
What are they
watch-
called? Black Panther? Black something.
I'll have to watch Thor High Heels because I'm running out of above up material. I'm running out of good above up video.
Join a real Yakuza family. I am not going to do that. Oh, and people calling me a coward. You won't even play a one MOBA game. Fuck it. I'm fake.
Mobile game?
I was trying to do something. I beefed it, okay? It's however
Come on,
late it is.
above up. Play the Yakuza gotcha game.
But sorry, I didn't answer the question about Dead Souls at any point, and it is a disappointing answer anyway, but it's essentially a big maybe. I played a bit of it recently, and I have thoughts on it that I would want to develop a bit more, which is just basically, it's this weird
I
things
have an
like,
idea.
hey, appeal to Western taste, appeal to the zombie craze, and it fucking
Snake.
went on its ass. Yeah, because it couldn't
You know
do
what
it.
you need to do? Our nut joins the Yakuza.
Oh, there we go. Just,
It writes itself.
it writes itself.
It writes itself.
There are charming and good moments in Dead Souls, but the core gameplay, I was bored in fucking minutes. Good God, I did not like that shooting.
Look, Way of the Samurai 4 video will come out eventually. I'm grinding the rifle right now so I can get infinite ammo.
It's the
That's the
gameplay.
problem, I need to get infinite ammo.
Oh, I've been here before. I was here earlier. It's weird because, for one thing, it gives Ryuji a genuine redemptive arc and takes his character oddly seriously as he has a fucking chain gun arm. Then you start shooting zombies and it's like, oh, good God, just fucking kill me now. It's not fun bad. It's not good fun. It's just very, very boring and very, very flat. But, I mean, I could do a video and just focus on the story aspect and just like, look, this gameplay isn't very fun and you can do as little of it as you want, but I don't know. I want to try and do as much as I can with each video, so I try and test as much as I can do it, play as much as I can, not just walk away from the gameplay, unless it just is genuinely that fucking dull. An Ace Combat, I do not have any, like, no ill will towards it, no, like, I've never played it, basically. I hear it's very good, and maybe one day, but I've just never been into flight sims, despite what this game may tell you. This is very
That's the reason why
zen.
my internet's been dying. I've been downloading updates on Steam this entire time.
Oh, that explains it. Well, now all those updates are done and out the way. They're probably not.
Doom Eternal updated. That's about it. I don't know how big the update was. Ooh!
I
there's actually
played
something really cool
Judgment.
about Doom Eternal.
There is something.
They're finding a bunch of cut content, like the pistol. The pistol looks really cool. I wish they didn't cut it. It was like a 3-round burst type of thing.
Not played Advanced Wars. Techland is still fucking Dying Light is a very different beast from when I covered it.
Everybody in here talking about Advanced Wars. No one talking about, no one's talking about Battalion Wars.
That's
I wish
real
those
shit.
series would get some love.
Lamhoot has done videos on, I believe, Battalion Wars 1 and 2. Some of his older stuff, but still interesting videos. Still a thing. It was being devved by, was it still being devved by fucking Jaeger, the Spec Ops guys? I don't even fucking know anymore.
Is Jaeger still around?
I don't know.
Yeah, Dead Island 2 is still a thing. Yeah, that is right.
Alright, I'm actually gonna shoot off here. My legs are starting to ache a wee bit.
I was gonna say, you're gonna shoot off here, or are you like gonna launch yourself into space again?
Nah, I just meant I'm gonna stop playing. I'm gonna end the stream
Playing
in a
in
sec.
Dairy Sim, that's implying it's gonna come out.
Ow. Now the question is.
Effective RPG.
The question is. Play Yandere Sim or pay Yandere Dev? Do neither, actually.
Paying Yandere Dev the review.
See, me and Em, it was like a while ago when she was talking about like her Patreon. Well, I'm sitting down, but when she was talking about I'm just sat in my chair now doing this. When she was talking about doing a Patreon, fucking, I'm gonna give away one of her jokes, but it was just certain stretch goals or delay videos. I feel like it's dropping the pretense on what Yandere fucking Dev is doing.
Hey everybody, it's me, Yandere Dev, and today I'm gonna be adding a feature in about 10 months.
Today, I'm unwrangling some spaghetti code. Please join me and give me some money.
No, nothing is wrong with his code. Nothing is wrong with his
Nothing,
code.
sorry,
He
nothing.
just keeps offending himself.
Neo, you're a mod. Chat can't, you should be more powerful.
Chat deleted.
Actually, I think I did add a joke word. I can't remember whether or not I did add a joke word to the chat that was auto-banned. I honestly can't remember. I don't think I did.
It's Saul Myers.
Saul Myers.
Saul Myers.
Alright,
Elsif.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off for the night. My eyes hurt a bit. My legs definitely hurt a bit. I hope everyone's staying at home and staying
VR
chill.
Cocktail that you need to take of Adderall and
If I nip down the pharmacy to
Yeah.
get some Adderall, can I explain that to my government as, leaving the house for necessary medical needs?
oh, you got a license for that Adderall. Sorry, I'll stop. I want this nightmare to end
That's Saul
already.
Myers. It's like 2:20 we go to bed. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Oh, take my headphones off so I can't see Jack
Yeah.
anymore. Good night.
Oh no, Snake removed his eye.